Hey guys, guess what? Your number 46th favorite sort of kind of a little bit Kingdom Hearts YouTuber is here. Wait, nope, sorry, I got that wrong. Your 47th favorite Kingdom Hearts YouTuber, kind of, but not really, is here. And on this installment, I'm going to be ranking all of the weird, white-haired old guys who like to sleep with the lights off. Yep, you guessed it, Xehanort. If you don't know who my old pal Nort is, then what are you doing on this video? See, you're meant to click on an actually good video, but you ended up here. There are about 7 Norts that I counted, but really, when you get down to it, we all have a little bit of Nort in us, so I'll go over what counts as a Nort. It's actually really simple. If their name is Xehanort, they count. Unless he was in Union Cross or Dark Road, because I refuse to count that game. So if you want to be featured in this video, go down to your local courthouse and get out your birth certificate with a permanent marker and change that name. Jokes aside, let's talk about who Nort is. Pretty much, he first shows up as himself in Birth by Sleep. He's hunched over, balding, and is pretty old, so that's why Terra actually has less than 4 IQ, because anybody who doesn't realize that the old man you were taught to respect your whole life is evil, yep, that person is stupid. You guessed it, I'm showing no mercy today. I woke up today realizing that it is my life goal to spare nobody who doesn't realize that the local old man in your town has been always plotting to take over that said town. Rant aside, Xehanort is pretty much a really evil old man. That's all you need to know. Oh yeah, there's also been multiple of him standing in the same room before, and fans of this Disney Square crossover wonder why non-fans think the story is confusing. Keep in mind though, this is all my opinion, and that person in the comments that you were ready to go off on is also entitled to an opinion. I can't believe I really have to say this, but this is the internet, so I guess I should be used to it. So get ready to throw some insults at me for ranking that one Xehanort you've loved throughout your life at number 7. Just please, don't roast me too hard. With all that being said, let's go to number 7. Number 7. Chess Kid Xehanort.
Huh?
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why is this one of the top Xehanorts? And my answer? Doesn't exist. Listen, before you go all Twitter argument style on me, I did say that if the name is Nort, then they're free to pass. And look at this white-haired Magnus Carlsen's name is Xehanort. And he's really good at chess. It's actually pretty cool when you think about it. A whole Kingdom Hearts series up to this point is represented by a chess game. I'll admit, that's really cool. But how come I'm over here spending hundreds of hours on these games when I could have easily learned the entire story of these games through a half-hour long game of chess? Sure, I enjoyed playing these games, but think about it. I could have spent those other 100 hours touching grass or something like that. But I'll talk about this Xehanort instead. Him and young Mark Hamill play chess and talk about war. Eventually, Chess Kid Nort is about to win, but young Mark Hamill cheats and brings all of his pieces back. If you actually think about it, Darkness should have actually won in the Kingdom Hearts series. Light is just a bunch of big cheaters, so you have to feel some sympathy for this Nort. But that doesn't mean I have to like him. He has no character at all, because all you see of him is chess. And I know he has some character in Dark Road, but that doesn't exist anymore, so you can't force me to talk about it. I don't like this Nort that much, so on to Nort 6. Number 6, Young Nort.
Sounds like your trip around the world opened your eyes, but you got a little bit more than you anticipated.
I know I don't have any long rant about how Light actually sucks, and there's 7 games worth of lore in the Kingdom Hearts Tamagotchis. But hear me out here. I know Chess Nort's pretty much just Young Nort, but Chess Nort is young Nort, and this Nort is just young Nort. Make sense? Yeah, I thought so. This character isn't actually too bad of a character. I mean, he got Woody to say this.
Is no one's ever loved you before. Because you know nothing about hearts and love.
But the real issue for young Xehanort is the fact that he brought time travel into the series. Been living under a rock in the secret place for the past 10 years, time travel is one of the most confusing things in this series so far, at least. Even I don't fully understand it. So the big consensus with the young Xehanort is that he doesn't have anything wrong with his character per se, and his fight in KH3 is pretty fun. But he did bring time travel in this series, and you know that is never good. Number 5, Xehanort.
This is impossible.
Oh, Terra is so stupid. He deserved everything that happens to him. If I was in his shoes, I would have bodied Xehanort 2 seconds into the game. I would have instantly known that Xehanort was evil purely by the fact that he's old and has a goatee and is also bald. Okay, Xehanort is awesome. He kills pretty much everyone in Cage 3 with the help of the Heartless, and it's pretty interesting when Xehanort beats up Terra and gives him white hair. He also has a pretty cool fight, but we don't get enough of him. Granted, the scenes we do get of him are really cool, but we don't get enough. In Cage 2, Michael talks about Ansem's apprentice, but you don't know who that actually is. And find out later, it's actually Xehanort, because you don't know who Terra is. Then, besides that, you get the scene where he bodies everyone, then gets his ass kicked by Donald.
No! Donald! No!
You know what? I said I would show no mercy today, and I'm gonna stick by that. This Nort sucks. I don't care what all the fans have to say of this Nort. This Nort is bad. However, for lack of a better segue, number 4 hopefully won't suck.
Where's Xemnas?
Number 4, Xemnas.
So why is it that you loathe us who teeter on the edge of nothing?
Nort. This Nort's actually pretty good, but there's a big climb in how much I'm gonna like these Norts after number 5. And this Nort is the main villain of Kingdom Hearts 2, so you'd understand why he has a lot going for him in terms of fan reception. But Sora doesn't actually interact with him too much throughout the course of Kingdom Hearts 2, so you don't get to see much of him. But when you do, it's awesome. And I mean more awesome than toaster waffles, and that's a hard thing to trump in terms of awesome. All jokes aside, this Nort probably has one of the coolest fights cinematically, at least in the series. You start off slashing buildings, then destroying these huge reactors, and then fighting Armored him using the organization's weapons on this giant nobody ship reminiscent of the Ansem ship. But I'll get to that later. The climax of this fight ends with you fighting him in the white cloak in this void. Somehow, in Kingdom Hearts 2, they still find a way to make the final boss area a plain circular room. Nice job, Square. But in all seriousness, seeing Xemnas in that white coat when you know it's serious. I mean, changing his cloak for the sole purpose of fighting, that's when you need to start mashing X. Yet somehow, after everything, he's still alive in Dream Drop. Okay, there might be some explanation for this in Recoded or something like that, but if I have to play Recoded for the sake of this video, then I don't want to do this video. Anyway, he's still really cool in the future games, and it's time for number 3, actually. Number 3, Old Man Xehanort.
But why? Help me understand, Master Xehanort. What is it that I failed to learn?
You're fine as you are.
This Nort is the first time we see Nort as, guess what? Himself. Yeah, 8 years into the series and we finally see the main villain, except this time it's 10 years prior to the first game, but looking past all that, he is still pretty cool in this game. But the thing he does in this game is actually very evil, which is actually really cool. His whole shtick in the series is, I'm not like other masters, so it's cool for him to finally stop being talked about by Mickey and actually do something. And when he does something, he does something. Okay, pretty much in Birth by Sleep, when Terra and Aqua are hitting glowing orbs for their master's exam, Xehanort makes Terra have darkness in him, and he doesn't pass, making him feel like Eric has betrayed him. Blah blah blah, Nort takes Terra under his wing, tricks Terra into killing his father figure, and then possesses Terra, making him use his body for 8 years. It's pretty messed up, but everybody makes this Xehanort so goofy. It's really sad, but he did do some messed up stuff when he's kinda cool. When you get down to it, he actually has a pretty awesome boss fight in Cage 3. The 20-year-long arc of Kingdom Hearts was named after this guy, but I still think there are 2 Norts better than this old guy. So it's time to keyblade onto number 2. Number 2. Richard Epcar and Billy Zane sometimes Nort.
What are you talking about?
Okay, I know what you're saying. Why is Ansem at number 2, and why am I watching this? But don't worry, all your questions will be answered within the next paragraph. Well, except for the second one. I can't really answer that. When you think of Kingdom Hearts, you don't think of a crazy, heartless, destroying machine as the protagonist. No, you think of this kid from an island that has just gotten destroyed. The kid could barely hit back, walk a stupid ball. And now, 15 or so hours later, you're fighting this giant guy with a sword double the height of you, and a giant flesh ship sending lasers at you? Before this, that same guy possessed your best friend and stabbed the main villain for 2/3 of the story in the chest. This feeling of seeing hopeless, seeming like you're the underdog, and you need to beat the odds and key the guy in the face. This feeling is what Kingdom Hearts 1 does best, and in my opinion, at least, Ansem epitomizes this perfectly. Oh yeah, his boss fight, as I mentioned earlier, is actually awesome. Starts off on the seashore with floating Ansem and his dart guy. Then you go in the middle of Destiny Islands, losing Donald and Goofy in the process, and do the same thing. After that, there's a fight against Darkseid, kind of a cool bookends. Then you fight Giant Ansem with a weird but also really cool flesh ship that you have to slowly defeat. Also getting Donald and Goofy back by beating his Heartless in the process. And when you finally beat him, it's the most satisfying thing in that game. Maybe not. Maybe Sephiroth is more satisfying. It's really up to you. Anyway, time to lead you into everlasting darkness and wonder with number 1. How was that segue? Was that a good segue? Did I do good with that segue? Number 1. This is gonna be a doozy. Baby Nort. You know this Nort is plotting to be evil as soon as you look at him. He just oozes evil. You know that if they gave him the chance, he would probably have killed everyone. He is really cool and is my idol. So, yeah, Baby Nort. Okay, guys. So, unscripted part of the video. Did you notice that my microphone quality is better? Yeah, I got an actual microphone, so hopefully that helps stuff. I still have to get a pop filter for it, so if you heard, like, I don't know, whenever I said, like, if that, like, popped or something, then, sorry, but I hope this microphone was good, and this was the video I was hyping up for in my, past video of kind of just playing KH1. This is also the first, like, you know, actually video that I am doing on my computer, and that is very cool. And also, guys, alright, you don't know it yet, but I'm picking up this mic right now, and I can move this microphone around. It's pretty cool. I don't know why I'm bragging about a microphone, but yeah, if you enjoyed this video, you know the deal. Tell your friends that you enjoyed this one video by this one guy. I'm kind of just gonna start making that my channel thing, you know. I've been using that for, well, this will be the 3rd time I used it. You know, I'm just gonna kind of make that my channel thing now. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for 8 subs, by the way. You know, it's a pretty big milestone. 8 subs, you know, hopefully 9 by next year. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Tell me what your favorite Nort is. And I'm gonna stop trying to pad out my intro. And bye.